Hello friends, I am Sarah.
I'm Vicky.
Welcome to Moral Story.
Welcome to Moral Story.
There was a recent incident where a woman who caused a stir by claiming that there was a ghost in the house vacated the house. Come see the whole thing about it.
Let's go into the video.
Let's go into the video.
Latoya Ammons is from the state of Indiana in the United States. He moved into a house in November 2011 with his mother Rose Campbell and 3 children aged 7, 9 and 12.
Their children attended a nearby school. Latoya worked in an office. His mother Rose Campbell stayed at home and maintained the house.
Black bees were nesting in the front yard of the house for a few days when they came to the desk. He set it on fire and the bees continued to nest.
One day in April 2012, Rose Campbell realized that something strange was happening at home. This frightened him, but he did not tell anyone about it. Just feeling was at first. So he left so as not to intimidate others unnecessarily.
One day while he was at home he heard the sound of the door opening and footprints in the basement of the house. Thus immediately startled, he went into the basement and looked.
Then he saw only a black figure. Face and no signs visible. In a few seconds the figure disappeared from the scene. When he went there to see who it was, no one was there but only a footprint.
Rose Campbell said this after Latoya came home. He also thought for a while and left to see the next job. That night while everyone in the house was asleep suddenly heard something loud. Hearing this both got up.
Latoya's 12-year-old daughter was then found floating in the distance from the box where she was lying on the bed. Seeing this, both of them became infected with fear.
But Latoya's daughter was still asleep. He did not even raise his voice. So the two of them knelt down and started praying to God without knowing any other way. Then Latoya's 9-year-old son was suddenly thrown from where he was lying.
Even after seeing this they continued their prayers. Then suddenly their 7-year-old last son woke up from bed. His eyes were full of irises. I could not see the flood in the eyes.
The boy approached them and said in a strange loud voice, "It's time for you to die. I'm going to kill you." They were shocked to hear that. Then in a few minutes everything is normal.
The daughter in the closet was sleeping in the bed. The second son who was thrown got up by himself and studied in the bed. The last son has gone to this level before. But after seeing all this, they could not sleep and kept on wondering what was going to happen.
They asked their children about what happened in the morning and at night, but no one knew anything. They replied that no one knew about such an incident. So they did not know what to do and went to a doctor they knew and asked for advice. Upon
hearing what they said, the doctor immediately left with them and went to the house where the incident took place. As soon as he entered there, he felt that something strange was happening there. Earlier, the doctor was prevented from going to the house by several people from his hospital, but the police were informed as he was leaving.
Police immediately rushed to the scene. When police arrived at the scene, they found the doctor, Latoya, his mother and 3 children who were in the area when police went to investigate. Police then thought the 3 children should first be admitted to the hospital for treatment.
All 3 behaved differently when the police took the 3 children out of the house. When the police tried to force them out, the 3 of them started shouting in a different voice. The police were a little scared when they saw the activity of these children. However, the police took the 3 to the hospital.
The news was published in the New York Daily News of the United States. The news received great attention throughout the United States. Many talked about the existence of a haunted house.
The news went to the US Department of Child Welfare. The news that children were behaving differently because they were possessed by demons raised demands that child welfare officials should focus on what was happening to children.
Following this, 2 child welfare officers went to the house and planned to spend a day with the children. Then they also said that some strange incident took place inside the house.
Although they could not say exactly what the weirdness was, at the climax they only confirmed that the boy in the house had behaved differently at one point and started walking backwards against the wall of the house.
Latoya then summoned a Christian priest directly and tried to cast out the demon. But he and this house are full of spirits. So it is said that the house should be vacated immediately.
Charles Reed, the owner of the house, said, "We've never been to a house like this before. We do not realize anything like that."
Latoya then moved with the family to another home. No one had come before to stay in that house after hearing about this incident. Thus the house became a dilapidated house.
But the public outcry over the incident has not abated. In 2014, Zach Bacons bought the house from Charles Reed for about $35,000. Knowing that this house was a haunted house, he bought it.
The documentary film he wanted to take to buy this house was the main reason he bought this house, and he kept this house and took a documentary film. Then in 2016 the man demolished the house to the ground. The documentary film he made was released in 2018. A few years after the actual incident was reported, there was little talk of a haunted house. Then came this documentary film and again sowed a great deal of fear among the people.
There are many unsolved mysteries in this incident. Was there really a ghost in that house? Or did Loyota pretend to rent the house? If so, why did he vacate the house after giving such an interview to the owner of the house? How is it that at home he felt not only his family but also the police, child welfare officers and priests? All of this is an unsolved mystery.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.